guys, what's up? This is Place the Movie Fan, and JeremyJahns's is my second most favourite movie reviewer on the internet, with the nostalgia critic being my favourite. What I love about his reviews is the fact that not only does he give movies good reviews, he also makes very great jokes while talking about the movies, which makes his videos very interesting to watch. I honestly can't remember when I laughed at his videos last time, but they still have a lot of entertainment value. However, there is one review that he made this year that I not only don't agree with, but I don't understand where he's coming from. And that's the reason why I made this commentary. Don't worry, I am not commenting on this video simply because I agree or disagree. When I did that in the past, the results weren't very good. But this time I am doing a commentary on a video by JeremyJahns's because I legitimately feel like he didn't understand the point of the movie. I have no issue with that. There is no movie everybody can understand. Also, just to save you guys some time, I will only be commenting on the parts of the video that I disagree with. I will tell you what I think of the parts that I didn't commentate on by the end of this video. So, without further ado, let's begin.
I'm sorry to say, guys, the trailer left out one very important thing. Chappie's actually about this artificial intelligence robot that gets created and then hangs out with these criminal drug dealers and gets manipulated to be a criminal.
Well, okay then, how exactly is that a bad thing? To me, the best kind of trailers are the trailers out there that fucking surprises us. I enjoy a movie a lot more if I don't know too much about it beforehand, because then I get events that I didn't see coming, therefore make the movie a lot more fun and entertaining for me. Also, you said a few months later that you fucking hate the trailer for Terminator Genesis. I am not saying that you directly said it, but that was clearly what you implied in your review for that trailer. I'm sorry to say, Jeremy, but that kinda makes you a hypocrite. I understand that these are different movies and you have different reasons for it, but I don't see how being surprised by movies is a bad thing. I'm sorry, I just really don't.
Ultimately, Chappie gets dropped off with this crew that you don't give a shit about, played by bad actors from a band. You're just watching them, you're like, I want all of you to die because you're all dicks. You never side with these people because these are criminals who are corrupting a youth.
Well, what did you expect? They are fucking gangsters. So of course they act so mean and cruel. Now of course I've never seen a gangster in real life, but that's totally irrelevant. I am judging the gangsters of this movie purely on other movies that I've seen and the Grand Theft Auto video game franchise. Especially the Grand Theft Auto video game franchise. If you play that, you can clearly see that it's not in a gangster's nature to be nice. I do see where you're coming from when you think that the gangsters are dull, and I partly agree with you, they aren't that interesting. But they are not supposed to be, they are fucking gangsters. And gangsters don't do much more than just committing crimes. So yeah, I really don't see how that's a flaw of the movie.
And Chappie's never an asshole, he just thinks that it's normal to do some of this shit. And in that, the movie does a really good job at making you see that this robot, this sentient being is actually being manipulated. And you feel for him and you're like, oh man, just get out of that situation.
That's the point of this movie pretty much. You're supposed to feel bad for him. But personally, I think the fact that this movie is about a robotic gangster is an extremely fucking awesome concept, and I enjoyed the movie a lot because of that. Look, Jeremy, I have no issue with you not liking the movie. I'm just confused as to why you find these things that are pretty much the point of the movie to be flaws. How are the flaws to the movie exactly? I'm very confused.
And even by the end of this movie, these shitheads are unrepentant for corrupting this child mind that is the sentient being that is Chappie.
This movie isn't supposed to be fucking unicorns and rainbows. Were you seriously expecting a happy ending from a movie like this? It's a movie about a fucking gangster robot. And it has human gangsters in it as well. So really it makes no sense to expect a happy ending from a movie like this. And for the record, those horrible gangsters do get fucking punished for their actions. By the end of the movie, Chappie realizes that he was being fucking lied to and doesn't trust them anymore. Therefore, they can no longer use Chappie. Granted, it's not as harsh of a punishment as jail time, but it's still pretty harsh as they aren't successful without Chappie. I can clearly see that.
But you're supposed to feel for them, like, oh man, I feel bad for you guys and all the trials you're having right now.
What the hell are you talking about? I really don't see how you're supposed to sympathize with the villains. I mean, granted, there are some villains that you are supposed to sympathize with, but I really don't see how you're supposed to sympathize with those gangsters. If anything, you're supposed to hope that they do get punished, and which they do by the end of the movie, like I said.
The movie would have been better if Chappie was hanging out with his maker, then he was getting his moral fiber from his maker and, you know, watching He-Man cartoons. But his maker would be like, Chappie, we have to be good. We have to not use violence because we have to be good people. You have to show us what it is to be human. It would have been a great message about humanity.
I'm sorry, but I don't see how that would have made for a better movie. If anything, it would make the movie very fucking cliche and just like every other trillion movies about sympathetic robots that we already have. There are so many of these movies already. We don't need another one. If you want my recommendation, see the movie Essential Man. Because that movie is fucking awesome in my opinion, and it's a shame that not many people know about it. I highly recommend you check it out. I would tell you why, but I got a commentary to finish, so let's keep going. Furthermore, what's so interesting about seeing a robot who watches cartoons all day? How is that any different than watching a movie about a human kid watching cartoons all day? Jeremy, most of the times I understand where you're coming from. Most of the times you make very good points about the movies that you're reviewing. But I'm very fucking confused about your points. I really don't see how those suggestions would make for a better movie.
You can't just like have a boring ass movie that's really choppy, that has no real message and all the wasted potential in the world.
Okay, are you seriously expecting a message in a movie that's supposed to be for entertainment? I mean, sure, good messages in movies would be appreciated. However, good messages is not what I watch movies for. I watch them for fucking fun. Why the hell are you even looking for a message in a movie that makes it to movie theaters? Wouldn't it make more sense to watch documentaries? Documentaries have real messages and don't have actors to play real life people. So you might want to check them out if messages is really what you desperately want.
And as always, if you like what you've seen here and you want to see more, click right here to see more.
Now it's time for my overall thoughts. Yeah, I'm gonna have to say that this is one of JeremyJahns's weakest reviews. But I don't think it's a bad video overall though. Far from it. He still had many great jokes. He brought up many valid and legitimate points. I don't agree with them, but I still think they are very valid. But there are just some things that he said that I don't understand, which is why I made this commentary. And before any of you accuse me of being a fanboy of this movie, keep in mind that the only reason I commented on the video is because I don't understand where he's coming from with some points. But I do see where he's coming from with the other points in this video that I didn't comment on. I I personally think that most of his movie reviews are fucking awesome. And I'm gonna have to be honest, this one was close to bang that, but not exactly. Maybe JeremyJahns's himself will comment on this video explaining to me exactly what his point was. But to be honest, I'm not really expecting that. He will reach million subscribers any day now. So if he is unaware of this video's existence, that's totally understandable. I still respect him as a movie reviewer though, and watch him almost every week. The only exceptions to that is when I'm on a vacation in another country. Well guys, that's all I gotta say. Thank you for watching, have a great day.